Hey, everybody. Welcome out to another episode of Windshield Time of Mountainland Supply. I'm here with Spencer C. Shorts. Three words.
I love you.
Oh, yes! Yes! I've been waiting for that all my life.
You never gave me 3 words.
Oh, I will give you 3 words from now on. We're also joined by Brandon Keetch.
Hello.
Did I ever ask you your middle name? I don't remember it if I did.
My middle name? You don't know it?
I don't know. Do
Scott.
I? Oh, yeah, I did. I did know that. Okay.
Yep, Scott.
So we're joined by Brandon Scott Keetch,
Thank
who
you.
is, outside of Bruce and myself in shorts, he's appeared on the most windshield times of anybody.
Popular.
You are popular.
I am.
You trying? Is that a
kind of a
is that a
big deal.
Wicked reference? You into Wicked?
No. Haven't seen it.
Whatever, bro. Like you're not into that stuff. Did you see his incredulous face?
I have never
I know
seen
that's
it.
a big word. It
How'd you
means
know?
you're
It is.
shocked.
How'd you know it was a movie if you've never seen it?
Yeah. How did you know that?
Because my granddaughter loves it.
Popular. I am so popular.
Yep. You love it.
I do love it.
Right down your
I
alley.
live in a house of girls, dude. I have to love that stuff.
You do.
We are also joined by Brandon. Okay. Yeah. Let's guess Barber's last name or middle name.
There's been
You got to give me a letter.
a couple on the podcast. One last week, I think.
Really? Is it Craig?
No,
Bruce.
R.
Robert.
Bryce.
Robert.
Robert.
Yep.
Nice. That's a strong name. BRB, like be
BRB.
right back.
Be right back. Yeah.
Oh, freak. That is so good, dude. That is so good.
You know, I used to get that text BRB, and before I knew what it meant,
Yeah.
I was like, "That's my initials."
That's nice of you.
And then I learned actually be right back. I was like, "All right."
Hey, BRB. Yeah, thank you. You use my call tag. That's awesome. So BRB. So how long you worked there?
9 years,
Dang, dude.
just about. I think
And it's been everything you thought of and more.
everything I could ever dream of.
And then some.
Yep,
Yeah. Did you start as a driver?
I did. Yeah. Yep.
What, did you start as a local driver or Class A?
I had my Class A, but when I first started, I was doing the Central route.
Okay.
Yep.
Dude, I started on the Central route.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, it was actually North Central when I started. They didn't have a Central.
North is where it's at.
I know.
I did do North.
Did you?
I did do North for a little bit. Yep.
How many local routes did they have when you started?
Just 3. So South, Central, North.
Okay.
Yep.
Now how many do we have?
Well, there's 2 sets of drivers for each one, and they go twice a day.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
So you've been, in the last 9 years, you've seen a ton of growth.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun to talk about. I asked Keetch here because Keetch gets off the rails, and I needed you to fact check Keetch. Right, Keetch?
Yeah.
He's in the process of being eaten by that sofa.
I am.
He hates me so much. So 9 years, started as a driver, and then you haven't ever had to work the counter officially, right? You just have
did
helped
not.
on the counter.
Yeah. Here and there I've helped, but I've never had the official counter title or inside sales, nothing like that.
You did dispatch for a long time,
Yes, I did.
and were you the warehouse manager?
Yeah. So I don't think back then we even really had a warehouse manager,
just
but shipping
manager.
and yeah.
You were doing all that. Everything, quote unquote, outside the doors.
Yep.
Yeah. Was that for you, Keetch?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been in management?
Since 2018.
Really?
Almost 8 years.
So I did, before that, I did locals, Sam Pete, and then transfers.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of driving.
Did Shannon hire you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why you didn't quit immediately. But your dad was branch manager,
He
right?
was at the
Okay,
time,
so that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have many barbers here in Mountainland.
Dude, I would take every barber that we can get.
I got a 2.5-year-old. He'll be here.
Dude, I need somebody to
about
take my
16
job.
years.
Yeah, I need somebody to take my job. I'll be ready to retire in about 16
There you
years.
go.
Yeah, you can have this. Keys are in it. Keetch. So you've done driver, dispatch, warehouse, assistant manager. Now you're manager.
Yep.
And your management includes, I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you know how much revenue this branch does in a year?
Yeah. In a year,
You don't have to know.
year to date, we're at 80 million.
Dang, bro.
So
Do you know that when, let's see, I think it was when Bob retired, we were doing about 160 million in the entire company.
Entire company.
And this branch does about 140 now, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did last year out of this branch?
Yeah.
And on top of that, transfers. Do you know how much you transfer?
800,000 a week.
Yeah.
Dang. 800,000 a week.
So we're on track to do quite a bit more than 140 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. Do you know how many sales guys sell out of this branch? There's a lot. I mean, everybody kind of sells
Everybody
a
a little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's at least 10 big
That are
ones.
dedicated to this branch. Yeah. That's a lot of responsibility, man.
Yeah.
How do you juggle all that?
Very carefully.
The answer is very carefully.
The answer is everybody else.
You
Really,
got great
A lot
people.
of good, of good help.
Yeah,
Great people.
It's definitely not a one man.
Who are your assistant managers right now?
Harry Riggs is for.
Love Harry.
Yeah,
We need to have Harry on.
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah, do
we'll
it.
have Harry on.
Have Keetch come back.
So, Keith will come back.
You need to
No,
come
you
back,
guys will
Harry.
both be here.
There you go.
We got another mic. We can set it up.
All right.
So Harry's one of your assistants,
Yes.
and then who do you have that's your other assistant?
Don't.
That's it.
Yeah, and
Dang, dude.
a big help that we just lost, Walker Burr, to inside sales was
Yeah.
warehouse manager. So
Yeah.
he was kind of the manager overall warehouse.
Yeah.
And we don't have that right now. So
Are you thinking you're going to need that, or are you guys just trying to balance it between the two of you?
no, we're looking to fill that in the near future. We're just trying to get staffed up
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, you had a wrench thrown in the works, you know.
Quite a few of them, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of turnovers going on right
Yeah.
now,
I mean,
which is a good thing because
it is lots of opportunities.
Yep.
Lots of opportunities. Anthony being able to go outside, that's cool for him. Unfortunate circumstances, but cool for him. Walker coming in, it's a good opportunity for him.
Yep.
But it does leave holes. Every time you have people progressing through the company, that means there's a hole that's been created.
for sure.
And that puts a lot of work on you guys.
Trickle effect all the way down.
It is, right? Those freaking ripples.
Yep.
Gosh, dang it. Who's your counter manager?
Jose Diaz. Yep.
And he reports directly to you, right? Or does he report to Harry?
He actually, right now, he reports to Harry, but
Okay.
we're going to move some stuff around.
Okay.
So
Spoiler alert. Dang, breaking news. Da-na-na, da-na-na.
we'll see what happens.
We only ask the hard-hitting questions on this podcast. How many employees are at this branch?
Currently, I think we're at 79.
Dang.
But we really want to be at like 83, 84.
And that's split between two shifts too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
How many are on the swing shift?
10. We just hired another driver for the swing shift. So we're going to do the Nephi transfer at night as well.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So we can get San Pete Delta some more orders later in the day down to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that night shift allows us to do so much more,
That's a game changer, huh?
big time.
Did you implement that?
No, it was, I think Boyd and Shannon first started
it.
Mm-hmm.
That has been a game changer.
Yeah.
Especially for customers.
Yeah.
Just the customer service has gone way up since you guys started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have a swing shift manager?
Yeah. Supervisor, actually a supervisor and an assistant.
Okay.
So Brian Anderson is the supervisor and Brandon Tidwell is the assistant. So we have one here at all times, basically.
You know what the best part about your branch is how many times you get magpied for people to go to other branches.
I can tell you of at least a dozen in the last couple
2 months.
Yeah. You are the proving grounds for managers.
And then wait until Eagle Mountain comes up on board.
I know. We are going to talk about that.
Are we?
Yeah, you want to?
Sure.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
Have you been out there lately?
Yeah, closer than we thought.
Yeah, we got a roof, we got a floor, we got mezzanine.
So we were out there yesterday, and they told us that building will be ready in August.
Breaking news again. That's awesome.
So
we're going to be able to take occupancy in August, which means we can probably open-ish in September.
yeah,
Will they have racking in August?
yeah,
Really?
oh yeah,
Dang, bud, that's like 3 months ahead of schedule.
I know.
Look at you. You're kicking butt and taking names. If you need
Always
something
do.
done, if you need something done, give it to a busy man. That busy man is Keetch. Right?
Yes,
Yes, sir. You live in Spanish?
I do. Yep.
I'm a Spanish Fork kid now. You knew that, right?
I did know that. We've delivered some stuff to your house.
How many times have you been pulled over in Spanish?
Not for a long time.
Has it been
In
done?
high school, all the time.
How many
but-
times have you been pulled over on I-80?
Shut up, bro. And I-15. I just got pulled over on I-15. I didn't get a ticket this time, though.
Of course you didn't.
Oh,
Talk
the
to
baby,
what- talk- yeah.
blues. The baby blues. And he was, I mean, he wanted to give me a ticket, though. I could tell. But somehow he let me off. It was kind of him.
It was.
Yeah, it was very kind of him because I didn't need a ticket. So Doug Hooley's son pulled me over in Spanish Fork.
Doug Hooley.
Both of his sons work for Spanish Fork PD. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. Well, and at least one of them is a really good dude because he pulled me over and didn't give me a ticket.
Nice.
Because I honestly, he didn't deserve to give me a ticket. I think he just saw the truck and thought I was cool and wanted to pull me over.
Well, you're lucky the truck's not red. You get pulled
true.
over even more.
Yeah.
You know what my uncle used to call red trucks? Red passion wagons. And I was never allowed to have a red truck ever. He told me that's a death knell. You've crossed a line if you're driving a red truck. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
It makes me really want a red truck though.
Across the line.
Yeah. What do you do for fun, bud? What do you do to unwind?
Oh, I just like being outside.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do side by sides and stuff?
We do side by sides, go with Keetch every now and then. Me and my brother we bought a piece of ground out in by Fairview.
Is it officially Bird's Eye or what's it officially?
It's in between Indianola and Fountain Green.
Okay.
So right in the middle of there.
A little slice of paradise.
Yeah, 100 acres all to
nice.
yourself.
That is awesome.
Yep.
That is you in a nutshell. Just
Yep.
give me 100 acres and park me in the middle
I'm
of it.
about there. We're maybe a week or two away from me being able to get up there, and
Yeah.
that's where I am on the weekends.
Do you get a lot of snow up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have snow machines?
No, I used to. I used to snowmobile a lot, but I traded that in for the side by side because having a $15,000 machine that you can use 3 times a year is not very fun.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. I've
He
got a
came to
couple
his
of those.
senses.
Yeah.
He talked me into
Did you buy a lieutenant?
a lieutenant. General. I actually did. I have a general.
Well, I'm glad you have a general. Keetch was too tight. He bought a lieutenant. I love giving him a hard time about that and everything else.
Yeah, you do.
You have how many kids?
I have one kid,
One kid.
2.5.
Keeps you busy, huh?
Yes.
Name?
Maverick.
Does he have a middle name?
Yes, he does. It's caught me off guard there. It's Colt. Had to think about it. It's Colt.
MCB. That's
So
good.
we would have named him Colt, but my other brother Kyle, who lives out in Wyoming, he has a Colton, and he goes by Colt.
He stole it first.
Isn't that a
would've-
cool name, though? Maverick.
Freaking awesome, man. So awesome. Isn't there a machine called a Maverick? Oh, that's a Can-Am, huh? That's like sacrilege to you.
Yeah.
Polaris or nothing. Polaris or nothing. You can't do nothing.
So there's golf clubs named Callaway Maverick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mavrik is how we spell it.
I haven't hit Callaway for a long time. The last ones I had were burners.
Yeah.
That's got to be way newer than a burner.
Yeah, they're pretty new.
Yeah. And that is something you do to unwind. You golf.
Golf a little bit. Yep,
You golf really well for a guy who golfs a little bit.
I try.
He's a good golfer.
Yeah. Did your dad raise you golfing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went out quite a bit. My uncles and my cousins, we all went out and golfed quite a bit. Yeah.
Do you do woodworking like your dad?
No, not
You can, but you
not,
don't.
Not like my dad. My
Yeah.
dad's a lot better at it than me.
P.S. If he's listening to this or if he's not, I am so glad that he's back.
I know, right?
I freaking love that guy.
Yeah.
It made my heart so happy when I saw that Chev parked over there. Or GMC, I guess it's GMC, huh? When
It
I saw that
surprised
parked over
me.
there.
It surprised me. I didn't think it was going to happen. But
You didn't think he'd come back? No. I knew he would.
I was
He's-
surprised he
he's
left
too
in the
anxious.
First place.
He's got to be busy, dude.
yeah.
Yep.
His mind is too sharp. You know, he just has to be engaged. I bet he's driving your mom nuts when he's home.
That could be part of it.
She's like, get out of here. Your mom is a saint, by the way.
Yeah.
She's a good woman.
She is.
Yeah. So, of all your jobs that you've had at Mountainland, which has been your favorite?
Shipping.
Yeah.
Shipping. Yeah. That's
Because you're busy?
Yep.
Yeah. Days go by fast.
Days go by fast. You
And he's outside.
You get to know a lot of people. You're friends with a lot of salesmen and customers.
On your
and
feet all the time.
On your feet. I feel like it's a good position here too to get noticed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, lots of exposure.
Yep.
For good and bad.
Yeah.
There's been some guys who crumpled under that pressure. You weren't one of them. You did a good job.
Good to hear.
So that means the least favorite is the one that you have now. Okay.
I mean, I really like driving, so yeah. I mean,
I loved driving. I always tell people one of my
driving.
favorites was driving the semi.
Me too.
I loved that, man.
Driving, mine was counter.
Yeah, counter was fun too.
Yeah, I like the counter.
Counter was very similar because I did dispatch too, but counter was very similar because you were just running all day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when I was doing it, I was with Shad and Colin and Jose and Braden, and we would always have competitions every day for who could write the most tickets, and that was just so much fun, man.
Yeah.
We'd kill ourselves to write more tickets than the next guy. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
You build a lot of camaraderie out there in the warehouse too, which
Yeah.
is a lot of fun because you work so closely together.
Mm-hmm.
Your warehouse today is completely different than it was when I was out there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not just the complexion of it, like, you know, receiving is now in the rear and you know, shipping in the front, but I mean, you guys have way more trucks than we ever had. Because I think when I was in the warehouse, I think we had 8 trucks, and you've probably got 3 times that now.
We got at least 26.
Dang, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It
We
really
do
is
we do
awesome.
2 transfer semis a day now. 2 transfer semis a day to other branches. When I first started 9 years ago, we only had 1 semi doing
Yeah.
transfers. Shortly after, it went to 2. That's when I started doing transfers. Now we got 2 per day.
Wow,
Moving stuff. Yep.
that's unreal.
A lot of product.
Yeah, it is. It's a ton. I remember when we first got that skirt side semi, I thought we made it.
Yeah.
Like, dang, dude, that thing's a rolling billboard. And then
Yeah.
you got like
Now
5
we
of
got
those.
6 of those.
It's just crazy. The scale is amazing. You know, it's been a lot of fun to watch that grow. And you've been a part of like all that whole growth curve.
Absolutely.
It's been awesome.
Came in just at the right time.
I always say that about myself. I feel like I came in like perfect because it was before I came here. It was like you work for 5 years as a driver, you might go to the pull tickets, and then do that for 5
Right.
years, you might go to the counter.
Right.
Do that for 10 years, you might go inside, and it just everything's gotten faster,
Yep.
Yep.
which is great for all of us.
'Cause
It
we're
really
growing.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Yep.
If you probably use this all the time, you probably talk to a lot of guys about progressing through the company. But if you get somebody who's anxious and ambitious and wants to progress through the company, what advice do you give them?
I would say a good piece of advice is to just learn every aspect of the company, different receiving, shipping, counter. Even if you're a driver and you don't have a delivery to do, go help the yard, help the counter. Everything you can learn out there is better for you in the future.
Make yourself really diverse.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great advice. How about you, Keetch?
Yep. I would say about the same thing. We have a couple people out here in this warehouse at MLOR that when they get done with their task, whatever they're doing, they just jump into something else and help somebody else.
I love that.
And if they do that and just put their head down and go to work hard every day, I mean, they're going to go places in this company.
Well, like
Sure.
you were saying that you get noticed when you're doing dispatch. I think that goes for a lot of different positions out there. If you do exactly that, if you're making
Yeah.
yourself diverse and you're making yourself useful,
Yep.
you're going to stand out.
Definitely gets noticed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so if you could tell somebody who is thinking about coming to Mountainland, but they haven't quite decided to, or what do you use to kind of recruit people? What do you tell them about Mountainland?
A lot about the ESOP.
Yeah.
The culture.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I've never woke up in the morning and not wanted to go to work just because.
Yeah.
So,
You know, when we do interviews together, me
Yeah.
and Barber, one of the things that we tell that person is we're just like a big old family here. You know, we take care of each other. we get along. I mean, we spend a lot more time with each other than our families a lot of time.
Waking hours, absolutely.
When it gets busy in the summertime and stuff. So we're just like a big old family, take care of each other and have fun. If you can't have fun at work, then it makes it hard to come to work, like you were saying. So
you know what I also love about it is that you can fight like family too.
Yeah.
You know, you can get into some scraps with somebody, but at the end of the day, you realize that you're both working for the common goal anyway.
Yep.
And so it doesn't cut as deep.
Right.
You know, you don't take it like somebody's out to get you. It's just they want you to be better.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep. That's what makes it fun. You got 70-something different personalities out there,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So,
Our diversity is our strength.
yep.
Yep. Well, awesome. Thanks for doing this, dude.
Yeah.
I know you
thanks for
didn't
having
want
me.
to, but now you want to come on every week, huh?
Well, we'll see about that. You can keep doing Keetch.
You've got 70 employees.
Yeah,
out there,
I'm
so you
pretty
can come
busy
up.
down there.
Yeah, you are. Just give me a list and we'll start having them come up.
Deal.
All right. Keetch, you want to say anything for a parting shot?
Yeah, I do. I want to tell everybody how great Barber is. From just working with him for these last 8 years or so, there's no way I could have done it without him. He's a rock star, and love him to death. So.
Yeah. You're a good man, dude.
Love you too.
Man, there's a lot of love going on in here. You started it.
I did, yeah. I usually start the love.
You do. It usually starts and ends with you, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for leading where you are. I say this somewhat. I say it flippantly sometimes that my kids need shoes. So thanks for doing all you do. But man, I wouldn't have the life that I have if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you, and for everybody that works with you.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. So
Thank
thanks for
you.
doing it.
Thank you.
Appreciate all you do.
Just a squirrel looking for a nut, bud. All right, bud. Thank you, and thanks everybody out there. Enjoy the ride. We'll see you down the road.
See ya.